Guys, in the beginning, there was Trent and me. Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of Blockchain Brochure. If you haven't seen us already, we're telling you something. Smash that golden like button like this if you want to see more us and less ads. But if you also want to see more ads and less us, maybe you do want to smash the like button. We have a subscribe button here. You ring a ding ding, and you ring a ding ding with that subscribe button. With that bell, you'll locate us. Oh, he got the ring a ding dong. The ring a ding dong, guys, is in full bore today. If you haven't, we're the most hydrated crypto channel out on the entire web. It's a fact, you know. We'll give Crypto Face a run for his money.
It is a fact.
We'll give Jeb a run for his money, even though he was like original coffee and brew. But now we got him hydrated beat. So today I have the one and only Henry Weinhard's classic beer. It comes in at 4.7%. This is a little ASM on pop. I'm gonna give to Trent. I dedicated that to Trent.
Nice.
A little Henry on the filter. Of the
I accept your dedication.
And, you know, as of today, in honor of Trump's State of the Union, guys, which we'll probably be listening to more of. There you go. Check it out, Trent.
Hey, what's up?
What's up, bro?
What's up, Chara? Good to see you, man.
Chara. Oh, I forgot to give you guys my pour. There you guys go. It's you guys can't see it. I'll flip it across. We got about half a glass of beer to it's a 90-10, 90% foam, 10% beer. Give it a second to breathe, okay? Just give it a second. Well, can we hit 48K right now? No. I don't think so. I mean, you're talking about falling through all the 50s without some sort of bounce. I mean, that's a lot. That's quick. You know, very unlikely. Very unlikely. Maybe if during Trump's State of the Union thing that we go to war with Iran and then we go to war with Mexico. I think he's going to come out in the State of the Union and he's going to be like, hey, we are going to go assist Mexico with the cartel. I don't know if you want to talk about Iran.
Chris, when we in the 2022 bear market, when Bitcoin hit the 200-week moving average, it marked about the halfway point in the bear market. Now, not halfway to the price bottom, but in terms of length of time, it marked halfway through the length of time that the bear market took from top to bottom. So in price, I believe we're closer to the bottom. Like, we're closer to the end of this bear market than we are the beginning. In terms of price, in terms of length, we might be about halfway through. So just food for thought. Not that it's going to do the exact same thing that it did, but anyways, without further ado, guys, I have a Ulterior Modems here today. This is from North Park Beer Company in sunny San Diego, California. Guys, this is one of the many reasons why we are the undisputed, most hydrated
people we have watching on X.
Yeah, the most hydrated crypto community on YouTube and on X, for that matter, and on Rumble and on Kick. Okay. So soon to be at some point this year, I believe, Instagram and TikTok as well. But guys, this is just one of the many reasons that we are the most hydrated. Not to mention my Great Wall of Taylor in the back. Not to mention the hazy IPAs that I bring on here almost every single time. And not to mention, the stouts. Anyways, ASMR pop. And as we get ready to watch Trumpty Dumpty dump the market, then here's the pour.
Man.
Yeah.
Do you think I was not messing with Mesquick?
No, I knew you were. I mean...
No, I said, do you think I not was?
What? Anyways, guys, you made me lose my train of thought. Bad. Yeah, so this is why, guys, if you are not subscribed, guys, subscribe to the most hydrated crypto community on YouTube. Let's get it with the old State of the Union.
Cheers to the Union. Hey guys, look, it's 3070 now.
And no more crooked mail-in ballots except for illness, disability.
Jen, do we got volume coming through?
None.
Do we have what?
Is it coming through?
And this should be an easy one. And by the way, it's polling at 89%, including Democrats. 89%. And even the new communist mayor of New York City, I think he's a nice guy. Speak to him a lot.
You know what he did today?
But nice guy. Just said they want people.
He called the middle schooler.
To shovel snow. They got hit hard.
Just to tell them that they have no school tomorrow, which is actually kind of a cool thing to do.
If you apply for that job, you need to show 2 original forms of ID and a social security card.
You have to shovel snow.
Yet they don't want identification for the greatest privilege of them all, voting in America. No, it's no good.
Chara.
Both Republicans and Democrats overwhelmingly agree on the policy that we just enunciated. And Congress should unite and enact this common sense, country-saving legislation right now, and it should be before anything else happens.
Thank you everybody for jumping in on it and smashing the like button. It's really interesting, chat. We have 8 likes, but only 2 viewers, which I think YouTube's doing that weird glitch where it's not showing our correct count.
Yeah. Guys, this is just a big frat party, you know?
I've never been in a frat party, Trent. I didn't go to Bible college like you.
Why would anybody not want vote?
I didn't go to frat parties at Bible college.
Because they want to cheat. There's only one reason. They make up all excuses.
Can you imagine if you did?
It's racist. They come up with things. You almost say, what imagination they have. They want to cheat. They have cheated. And their policy is so bad that the only way they can get elected is to cheat. And we're going to stop it. We have to stop it, John.
There's Ted Cruz. I'm trying to see how many people I recognize.
And here is one more opportunity.
Oh, he's talking about John Thune,
in
Senate.
Government. In the gallery tonight are Sage Blair and her mother, Michelle. In 2021, Sage was 14 when school officials in Virginia sought to socially transition her to a new gender, treating her as a boy and hiding it from her parents. Hard to believe, isn't it? Before long, a confused Sage ran away from home after she was found in a horrific situation in Maryland. A left-wing judge refused to return Sage to her parents because they did not immediately state that their daughter was their son. Sage was thrown into an all-boys state home and suffered terribly for a long time. But today, all of that is behind them because Sage is a proud and wonderful young woman with a full ride scholarship to Liberty University. Sage and Michelle, please stand up.
Is that Erica Kirk? Is it? Yeah, it
no.
is.
Is it?
Yeah, that's her. Bottom left.
Oh, it is.
Who are the other guys saying next to her? Her
I just
parents?
put a poll up in the chat, guys.
Thank you for your great bravery. And who can believe that we're even speaking about things like this? 15 years ago, if somebody was up here and said that, they'd say, what's wrong with him? But now we have to say it because it's going on all over numerous states without even telling the parents. But surely we can all agree no state can be allowed to rip children from their parents' arms and transition them to a new gender against the parents' will. Who would believe that we're even talking about? We must ban it, and we must ban it immediately.
Look at that wooden hammer in the background. You see that?
Yeah. People shouldn't be able to get gender reassignments with publicly funded healthcare.
I'm telling you,
yeah.
They're crazy.
See the wooden gallon? What's that called? What's the wooden mallet called?
Oh, the gavel.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Gavel.
Incredible.
Oh, there's that girl in the
We're
white.
lucky we
is,
have a country with people like this.
not Tulsi Gabbard.
Democrats are destroying
Remember her
our
name.
country, but we've stopped it just in the nick of time, didn't we? Huh?
It's funny that there's a bunch of Democrats sitting there too at the same time. I actually like some of the Democrats though. I like Fetterman. He's a nice guy.
No one cares more about protecting
I like
America's
Tulsi
youth than
Gabbard.
our
I like
wonderful
RFK.
First lady.
But
Now a movie
she
star.
moved
She's a movie
over.
star. Can you
She's-
believe it?
Well, yeah, I liked it before she moved over
Who
though.
would have believed
Yeah,
that?
me too. Me too.
Over the past year,
Did you
she has
know
had an
Dick,
incredible
after
impact
you banned
championing
so the
AI
so enough the spam
legislation,
tab, they still show up
advancing a
over here on
landmark
our end,
executive order
but
on
on
foster
street
care
Kick they
and
block
helping secure $30 million to launch the Melania Trump Foster Youth to Independence Initiative. It's a tremendous, really a tremendous thing that happened and had a lot of bipartisan
Tremendous, you
support.
said.
She gets much better bipartisan support than I do. I get none. She gets a lot.
I'm trying to figure out if that's a salt and pepper tray.
Someday you're
behind
going to have to
that
tell me how
silver
you
wall.
did that. And students and educators in every state have joined the First Lady's efforts in the presidential AI challenge, keeping America's next generation positioned to succeed and strongly succeed in the future.
I saw a video that was like,
Tonight we
top
welcome two
10
young
drunkest
people whose
mother effers
lives
in
reflect
history,
the First Lady's
and like
impact.
6 of them were
Sierra
former U.S.
Burns and
presidents.
Everest
Did
Nevermont.
you hear, I think it was Nixon
Thank
that
you
got
both.
drunk. He was talking to
Melania,
his
thank
friend.
you. I know how hard
I
you
could be
work
wrong.
for
It
it.
might have
Thank
been
you.
not Nixon, maybe it was somebody else, but it was definitely a president. And he was like, "You want to go see alien aircrafts?" He's like, "Hell yeah!" And he took him to like Area 51 and he gave this guy a full tour that was just his friend, like alien stuff. When he came back, we modeled his house after the UFO. I like that military guy in the background.
I'm very proud to say that during my time in office, both the first 4 years and in particular this last year, there has been a tremendous renewal in
And what do you think
religion,
those buttons do
faith,
on his desk?
Christianity, and belief in God.
Right above his left shoulder. There's a red and blue
Tremendous
button.
renewal.
I don't know. What's up, John 316?
John 316.
This
Hey,
is
hey,
especially
John, I
true
heard that
among
you
young
guys
people,
lost the
and a big
Olympic
part of
medals
that
to the
had to
Americans.
do with my great friend, Charlie Kirk, a great guy, great man.
It's okay. Canadians will learn how to do hockey next year.
Serpent juice, John.
So last year, Charlie was violently murdered by an assassin and martyred, really martyred for his beliefs. His wonderful wife, Erica, is with us tonight. Erica, please stand.
Was she standing already? Or was she sitting?
She was sitting. Do you believe any of the stuff Candace Owens has been saying?
Oh,
Been through a lot.
yo.
In Charlie's
That's a good
memory,
poll.
we
You should
must
put that
all
up.
come together to reaffirm that America is one nation under God, and we must totally reject
Trent. That's a
political
good
violence of any kind.
I like that. I'm actually kind of curious.
Yeah. All right.
I have a friend that was a diehard Candace person, and another one that was in the middle. He's like, dude, I can't trust anything she says. I'm like, you can't.
We love religion, and we love bringing it back.
Does
and
the
it's
Bible
coming
say
back at
anything
levels
about
that
protecting
nobody
widows, Trent?
actually thought possible.
Oh, yeah.
It's really a beautiful
lot.
thing to see. Above all,
No, I will
America's
say
promise requires
that what it
keeping our
meant
community safe.
To be a
We
widow
have made incredible
in the early
strides, yet
church is
dangerous
not
repeat
really
offenders continue
like
to
what
be
it looks
released
like
by
today to be a widow in
pro-crime
most
Democrat politicians
Like-
again and again. We are honored to be joined tonight by a woman who's been through hell, Anya Zuretska. In 2022, she and her beautiful daughter, so beautiful, what a beautiful young woman,
Is that woman
Irina
who's
fled.
murdered on the train?
war-torn,
Yeah.
By,
war-torn
what's it,
Ukraine
like,
to live
Brown?
with
What's
relatives
his name?
near
Carlos Brown
Charlotte,
Jr.
North Carolina. And by the way, what's going on with Charlotte? Last summer, 23-year-old Irina was riding home on the train when a deranged monster who had been arrested over a dozen times and
Get the
was
death
released
penalty.
through no cash bail stood up and viciously slashed a knife through her neck and body. No one will ever forget there were people on that train. No one will ever forget the expression of terror on Irina's face as she looked up at her attacker in the last seconds of her life.
And nobody bothered to help her. Disgusting.
She had escaped a brutal war only to be slain by a hardened criminal, set free to kill in America. Came in through open borders. Mrs. Zaretska, tonight I promise you we will ensure justice for your magnificent daughter,
I know.
Irina.
Wow, that's big. That's here he said he promises justice for her. There's the mom. You made several videos about that, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I still intend to make more. I didn't get all the way through Isaiah 59. I was taking basically a few verses at a time and making a short where I applied those to what was.
I'm asking this Congress to pass tough legislation to ensure that violent and dangerous repeat offenders are put behind bars, and importantly, that they stay there. Starting last summer, I deployed our National Guard and federal law enforcement to restore law and order to our most dangerous cities, including Memphis, Tennessee, big success, New Orleans, Louisiana, big success, and our nation's capital itself, Washington, D.C., where we have almost no crime anymore in Washington, D.C. How did that happen?
Help Washington, man. Just Washington.
You know,
Mr.
Mr. X did tell Ben that, like, there was going to be a big move.
In fact, crime in
law and
Washington is now at the lowest level ever recorded, and murders in D.C.
Trump
this
wasn't even in
January
office
were
then,
down
wasn't he?
close
Was
to
he?
100% from a year ago.
No. 100% decrease in murders in D.C. from 1 year ago, last January.
Didn't he also tell Ben between 120 to 140K top for Bitcoin?
Brave service members
Oh, no.
who helped achieve
A lot of people
this
said
stunning
120 though.
turnaround.
Right, true.
20-year-old
right,
West Virginia Army National Guard specialist Sarah Beckstrom. After a 4-month deployment, she voluntarily extended her service. Her rank was going to be lifted. She was doing so well. They were so proud of her. But the very next day, she was on patrol near the White House when she was ambushed and shot in the head by a terrorist monster from Afghanistan. Shouldn't have been in our country. And all because she wore the uniform of our nation, she was shot. He traveled here because he didn't like people wearing our uniform. He was sick, deranged, shouldn't have been in our country. Sarah Beckstrom died in order to defend our capital, and we are honored to be joined by her wonderful parents, Gary and Eva Lee. Your daughter was a true American patriot, and she will be greatly missed. She was
I agree, Abby Moreno,
I've
86.
never seen anything like it.
It is kind of boring. Like, I agree with you. But, I mean, number one, it's what everyone's doing right now. Number two, it is kind of important. Number three, like...
something important could come out of this.
Yeah.
There's a reason why everybody's watching, including crypto-based.
Yeah, like number three, I mean, what do you want us to do? Like, I will say, I mean, hey, give us a chance. Like, subscribe to the most hydrated
That's Lucas.
community on YouTube.
Great young lady. I saw reports.
Oh, that's Lucas?
No, I'm just kidding.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah, but
Serving alongside Sarah that
give us
day
a
was
chance.
Staff
We'll
Sergeant
start
Andrew
Bitcoin
Wolf.
before we get off of
The
here.
terrorist shot Andrew in
But
the
this only
head.
happens once a year.
No one thought he
Like,
could possibly make
Well,
it.
that and X disagrees.
Two of
We
them,
keep going up in
Sarah
numbers
and
on X.
Both shot
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
violently in the
Like,
head.
You know,
Neither was expected to make it.
I find it boring
weren't even
too.
given a chance,
But look, a lot of people
His
want
wonderful mother,
hey.
named Melody, who I spoke to the same night.
At the end of the
So
day, we're
positive.
competing with
The
this
doctors
tonight for
thought that
viewership.
Andrew
So
was
if you
gone.
can't beat them, join them.
But his mother
Right?
said,
Like,
no,
on the
Mr.
poll,
President,
if you think it's
Andrew
boring.
will be fine. He's going to make it. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, he was given almost no chance.
Hey,
She
Trent.
said, "I have no doubt, sir.
Did
He's going
Trent,
to be okay." This
Trent,
was
if Trump went and
a
got plastic
conversation that I
surgery and
had
got
with
like
her
a lot
that
of his
night.
face like Botoxed and
The
like
son
wrinkles
laying
removed and stuff like
hopelessly
that,
in bed, blood.
do you think people
all
think he
over.
was swapped out?
Everybody is praying.
Yeah.
She said, "Sir, he will be
100%.
okay." The doctors didn't understand what she was saying. And after looking at the results of the damage done, neither did I.
Trent, go.
She was so
Surgery
strong
and
and
wrinkles
conclusive
removed.
that even Andrew's
Do you think
great
people think he
father
was
felt
swapped out?
she didn't really understand the gravity of the
No
situation.
questions.
But she turned out to be right. Right, Melody? She turned out to be right.
I recognize his face, but I can't remember what he did.
What's his name?
I don't know. Oh, that was Trent laughing.
I saw AJ tweet earlier. If you want free money, go to Polymarket and bet no on the prompt. Will the U.S. government
With
prove
God's
that
help, Andrew
aliens
has
exist
battled back from
before
the edge of death,
2027?
and we're talking about the edge of death. On his way to a miraculous recovery. He's got a little work to do, but he's doing great. Nice to see you. He's a good-looking guy. Nice to see you. Thanks, Andrew. Thank you very much.
That's Andrew, and his name still sounds familiar.
Yeah. He looks very uncomfortable in that suit.
Yeah. That's where he's wearing the hat.
Yeah.
So, Andrew, while you're up, now I'm going to ask
Put you on the
a
spot.
highly respected General James Seward to present Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf and the great family of Sarah Beckstrom with the award created by our late great President George Washington himself. It's called the Purple Heart.
Oh, he must be in the military.
I know he's military. He did something. I can't remember what he did. I think he was like the only. Maybe I'm going crazy. I was like, maybe he was the only one that survived something, but no, he went in there and saved some people, a bunch of people. I don't remember. I didn't know George Washington had made the Purple Heart though.
Right? +1 in the chat if you think that the U.S. government will release files saying that aliens exist.
That's a pretty bad bet right now. I mean, Trump just told
We
them to
love you
release everything
all.
that they had.
Love you. We're proudly restoring safety for Americans at home, and we are also restoring security for Americans abroad. Our country has never been stronger. In my first 10 months, I ended 8 wars, including Cambodia. Isn't it funny? Sick people. Cambodia and Thailand. Pakistan and India would have been a nuclear
think those
war.
buttons are.
35 million people said the Prime Minister of Pakistan would have died if it were not for my involvement. Kosovo and
Of
Serbia.
course they are.
Israel and Iran, Egypt and Ethiopia, Armenia and Azerbaijan, the Congo and Rwanda, and of course the war in Gaza, which proceeds at a very low level. It's just about there. And I want to thank
What was that?
Steve Witkoff and Jared
I said I
Kushner
farted.
for your help. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Jared.
There's no ending wars around Israel, though.
Let's just go.
What's up, Cisco? Good to see you in here.
And I also want to thank the man they report to,
Aliens.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Thank you, Marco.
Remember when Ben said aliens?
Aliens.
No, you remembered something, Trent?
No, I just saw Cisco post the alien emoji.
People like you. You know, Marco got 100% of the votes when he was in confirmation. I think our next one
I
was
like
about
Marco. I like Scott Bessett
54%.
too.
And some of the Democrats are now saying, I can't believe we approved that guy.
These days, I don't like any of these
And he said it's an honor that they feel that way, right, Marco? You have done a great job, great Secretary of State. I think he'll go down as the best ever.
Also, Scott Bessent is a creepy.
Under the ceasefire I negotiated, every single hostage, both living and dead, has been returned home. Can you believe that?
We're back here.
Nobody thought it was possible. Nobody thought that was possible.
Nobody thought it was possible.
Both living and dead, and those parents who had a dead son, their boy, they'd always tell me their boy, they wanted him as much as though he were living. That was an amazing period of time. It came
Bitcoin on its way back down right now.
Hostages back, and many, many before them. But I always said those last 20 are going to be very tough. But we got many, many more, hundreds. But I said those last 20 are going to be tough. We got them back. But we only got back 14 or 15 of the dead of the 28. And believe it or not, Hamas worked along with Israel, and they dug and they dug and they dug. It's a tough thing to do, going through bodies all over, passing up 100 bodies sometimes for each one that they found. Tough job. And they finally got it back to 27. And then Steve and Jared, they got it back to 28. They found all 28. Nobody thought that was possible, but we did it. And I remember the family of the 28th. They were so
Bitcoin coming in
grieved,
at,
but they were so happy, as happy as it's possible to be. They had their boy back. The mother said, "Sir, we have our boy back." What a period of time that was, but we got them all back. So thank you both very much. Great job. And we're working very hard to end the ninth war, the killing and slaughter between Russia and Ukraine, where 25,000 soldiers are dying each and every month. Think of that, 25,000 soldiers are dying a month.
Just added a little bit to a Bitcoin short right now.
If I were president, would have never happened. As president, I will make peace wherever I can, but I will never hesitate to confront threats to America wherever we must. That's why in a breakthrough operation last June, the United States military obliterated Iran's nuclear weapons program with an attack on Iranian soil known as Operation Midnight Hammer. Good. For decades, it had been the policy of the United States never to allow Iran to obtain a nuclear weapon. Many decades. Since they seized control of that proud nation 47 years ago, the regime and its murderous proxies have spread nothing but terrorism and death and hate. They've killed and maimed thousands of American service members and hundreds of thousands and even millions of people with what's called roadside bombs. They were the kings of the roadside bomb. And we took out Soleimani. I did that during my first term. Had a huge impact. He was the father of the roadside bomb. And just over the last couple of months with the protests, they've killed at least, it looks like, 32,000 protests. 32,000 protesters in their own country. They shot them and hung them. We stopped them from hanging a lot of them with the threat of serious violence. But this is some terrible people. They've already developed missiles that can threaten Europe and our bases overseas, and they're working to build missiles that will soon reach the United States of America. After Midnight Hammer, they were warned to make no future attempts to rebuild their weapons program, and in particular, nuclear weapons. Yet they continue, starting it all over. We wiped it out, and they want to start all over again. And are at this moment again pursuing their sinister.
I'm going to take a
We are in
2-second
negotiations.
break from this and show something real quick on Bitcoin. Guys, the thing is, when Bitcoin made a run down here at 60K, from these levels up here, okay, sellers were exhausted by the time it played out, right? But now, when Bitcoin is barely right up here in this area, and it makes a run from up here at 68K, and makes a run down towards 60. Like, sellers are not exhausted now. Right now, it can break through 60. So, just something to keep in mind over here, guys. You know, there's teaser tops on the 1 hour right now. Like,
we're going to continue to do so. Also, we just approved a $1 trillion budget. We have no choice. We have to be strong, because hopefully we will seldom have to use this great power that we built together. It's really called Peace Through Strength, and it's been very, very effective. So thanks to Republicans in Congress who are investing that record number of dollars, have no choice, in the United States Armed Forces. Also creating a lot of jobs, but we're not even doing it for that reason. Because as I said, we have more jobs, more people working today than ever before in the history of our country. And NATO countries are friends and allies. They are. They're our friends and they're our allies. Have just agreed at my very strong request to pay 5% of GDP for military defense rather than the 2%, which they weren't paying. We were paying for almost all of NATO. Now they're paying 5 as opposed to not paying 2. And getting that 5% was something which everyone said would never be done, could not happen. We got it really easily with one meeting. And big difference between 2% that's not paid. We were paying the freight of many of them. Very few were paid up. Now 5%, then they're paid. And everything we send over to Ukraine is sent through NATO, and they pay us in full. They pay us totally in full. Every branch of our armed forces is setting records for recruitment. This is so exciting. And every service member recently. And every service member recently received a warrior dividend of $1,776.
Did you hear about that trend?
You know, they put
the
it on my
military
desk. We
service
got
got
the money from
2K
tariffs and other things.
1776
A lot of
check.
money.
Just
We have
Yeah.
money that people understand.
yeah.
Have to rebuild that program a little bit, but it won't take long. But we got the money, and it was $1,775, and they wanted my approval. And I said, "What's the number?" $1,775. I said, "Wait a minute. For one more dollar, we can have $1,776. It's going to a." I said, "We're going to figure that." I never asked anybody if we could afford it. One more dollar. I said $1,776.
they want to do
And I said, "That's
1775.
good." And I'll tell you what, our military, that was 4 months ago, our military, I never see a person in the military that doesn't thank me for it. So we're honored to do it. They deserve it. And we call it 1776. It was great. And we love our military. We love our law enforcement. We love our firemen. You know, the firemen don't get mentioned enough. We love our firemen. We're also restoring American security and dominance in the Western Hemisphere, acting to secure our national interests and defend our country from violence, drugs, terrorism, and foreign interference. For years, large swaths of territory in our region, including large parts of Mexico, really large parts of Mexico, have been controlled by murderous drug cartels. That's why I
told you to
designated
Mexico
these cartels as foreign terrorist organizations, and I declared illicit fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction. And with our new military campaign, we have stopped record amounts of drugs coming into our country and virtually stopped it completely coming in by water or sea. You probably noticed that. We very seriously damaged their fishing industry also. Nobody wants to go fishing anymore. We've also taken down one of the most sinister cartel kingpins of all. You saw that yesterday.
Did we do it or did Mexico do it?
I don't think we did it.
Well, I mean, we put the bounty on his head like a fat, grotesque bounty. You know, his bounty was almost the same amount as the Venezuelan president.
Elite American warriors carried out one of the most complex, spectacular feats of military competence and power in world history. No one's seen anything like it. Foreign leaders, I won't tell you who, and they said, very impressive, very impressive. They all watched. They saw what happened. This is a different fighting force that we had years ago when we fought to tie. You know, it's a great fighting force. I'm so proud of it. Look at Space Force. Space Force is my baby. Because we did that. My baby is becoming so important.
He did do that.
What if he is an alien?
Nah, maybe a time traveler.
Which would be ironic because he's trying to deport all of the quote-unquote illegal
and America's armed forces overwhelmed.
And he might be an alien himself.
Defeated an enemy, good fighters. To end the reign of outlaw dictator Nicolas Maduro and bring him to face American justice. And this was an absolutely colossal victory for the security of the United States. And it also opens up a bright new beginning for the people of Venezuela. We're working closely with the new president of Venezuela, Delcy Rodriguez, to unleash extraordinary economic gains for both of our countries and to bring new hope to those who have suffered so terribly. They really did suffer. With us tonight is Alejandro Gonzalez. She grew up in a tight-knit Venezuelan family and was especially close to her beloved uncle Enrique. But after Enrique ran for office and opposed Maduro, he was kidnapped by Maduro's security forces and thrown into the regime's really infamous prison in Caracas. Alejandro feared she would never see her uncle again. She feared for her own life also. But since the raid, we have worked with the new leadership, and they have ordered the closure of that vile prison and released hundreds of political prisoners already, with more to come. Alejandro, I'm pleased to inform you that not only has your uncle been released, but he is here tonight. We brought him over to celebrate his freedom with you in person. Enrique, please come down.
Is he saying that's the Mexican guy who challenged the former cartel leaders before, like, she was president?
I think so.
Is that Claudia, like the Mexican president?
No.
I'm so confused right now.
Thank you, Enrique. Have a good time. Nice to have you back, Enrique. There were many heroes on that January raid to capture Maduro. Really great heroes. It was very dangerous. They knew we were coming. They were all set. But the deeds of one warrior that night will live forever in the eternal chronicles of military valor. Chief Warrant Officer 5, Eric Slover, planned the mission and was the flight lead in the cockpit of the first helicopter. A big, beautiful, powerful helicopter. It was a massive Chinook carrying, as you can imagine, many American warfighters. Wearing the dog tags, his wife Amy had blessed with holy water before he left. She knew it was going to be a rough one. Eric steered the Chinook under the cover of night and descended swiftly upon Maduro's heavily protected military fortress. This was a major military installation, protected by thousands of soldiers and guarded by Russian and Chinese military technology. How did that work out? Not too good. While preparing to land, enemy machine guns fired from every angle, and Eric was hit very badly in the leg and hip, one bullet after another. He absorbed 4 agonizing shots, shredding his leg into numerous pieces. And yet, despite the fact that the use of his legs was vital to successful helicopter flight, legs are the most important part of flying a helicopter. To deliver the many commandos who would capture and detain Maduro was the only thing
Francisco, what did I miss?
About.
Yeah.
Then, even as he was gushing blood, which was flowing back down the aisle, the helicopter lands at a steep angle. Machine guns stood right in front of him. They were right in front of him, 2 machine gunners who escaped the wrath of the previous planes. Eric maneuvered his helicopter with all of those lives and souls to face the enemy and let his gunners eliminate the threat. Turned the helicopter around so the gunners could take care of business, saving the lives of his fellow warriors from what could have been a catastrophic crash deep in enemy territory. Only after safely landing the helicopter with all the warriors aboard in the exact right spot.
Deep in Djibouti. Dark place, really hairy.
Would have happened. Maybe cancel the mission if that didn't happen. Eric told his co-pilot, also wounded, but not as gravely, to take over. I'm about ready to pass out. The success of the entire mission and the lives of his fellow warriors hinge on Eric's ability to take the searing pain. It was unbelievable what's happened to his legs of the bullets and keep on flying and landing. And people knew what was happening. Everybody in the back of the helicopter knew because they saw the blood pouring down the aisle. Chief Warrant Officer Slover is still recovering from his serious wounds, but I'm thrilled to say that he is here tonight with his wife, Amy, Eric, and Amy. Come on in.
Where are they?
Yeah, just see Trump going like this. Like, is he? Oh, they can't hear. Dude, he looks like a badass.
So we have a surprise, Eric and Amy. In recognition of Eric's actions above and beyond the call of duty, I would now like to ask General Jonathan Braga, to present Chief Warrant Officer Slover with our nation's highest military award, the Congressional Medal of Honor.
You know, that's pretty high. He does not look very happy about it. His wife's stoked. Like, dude, crack a smile a little bit, right?
He says RBF.
RBF.
Yeah, resting bitch face. Hey, ask Trump to mention. Here we go again, Pepe.
Lord bless him.
Hey, but the thing is, it's at least a possibility that he might mention XRP or ADA. We all know he's not going to mention Pepe. What's up, Banana Republic?
Mr. Banana. Oh, banana. On Country, if you ever played that.
Well, thank you very much, Eric and Amy. Great to get to know you. I met with them and with a lot of their fellow warriors at Fort Bragg recently. You notice the name Fort Bragg, we have it back, we brought it back. We won the First World War with it, the Second World War with it, and then they decided to change the name. So we changed it back. Everybody wanted to change back too. And 10 of Eric's fellow warriors from that incredible night of victory will also be receiving medals at a private ceremony that will soon be held at the White House, and Eric will be there. Thank you. Thank you, Eric. That's a big one. Tonight we've celebrated many truly extraordinary American patriots, but there's one last living legend to honor before we go. He is one more heroic American aviator, Navy fighter pilot. Royce Williams served in World War II, Korea, Vietnam, flying more than 220 missions. In the skies over Korea in 1952, Royce was in the dogfight of a lifetime, legendary dogfight.
Hey, did you vote in the
Flying
poll?
through blizzard conditions, his squadron was ambushed by 7 Soviet fighter planes. It was his first aerial combat of the war, and despite being massively outnumbered and outgunned, Royce led the takedown of 4 enemy jets and almost destroyed the others, vanquishing his adversaries while taking 263 bullets to his own plane and being seriously hurt. His story was secret for over 50 years. He didn't even want to tell his wife, but the legend grew and grew. But tonight,
the
at
poll is
100
very much not
years
in
old,
Erica's
this
favor.
brave Navy captain is finally getting the recognition he deserves. He was a legend long before this evening. Royce, please stand up, and I will ask the First Lady of the United States to present Captain Royce Williams with his Congressional Medal of Honor.
Look at that guy, man. Badass, man.
Yeah.
A World War II vet. He's like, no.
Yeah.
They said he was a World War II vet, right?
Yeah.
Do you think Barron Trump will ever run for office? A position of office?
No, he's just going to keep insider trading.
I don't think it's him.
No, I don't know if it's him or not, but somebody is. And I have beef with Trump over that because he was talking about Nancy Pelosi's insider trading earlier, and I hate Nancy Pelosi too. But like,
You don't know if it is Trump though.
No one can tell me that like. I'm not saying it's Trump, but I'm saying he leaked it. Like, I mean, no one can tell me that like a whale putting in a $300 million short on October 10th, right before the liquidation crisis, 30 minutes before Trump puts out a tweet, 100% tariff on China, and they put in that $300 million short 30 minutes before that tweet. Nah.
But didn't that person also get like liquidated for tons of money too, though?
I don't think so.
I think they did.
I think they killed it on that short. Why would someone open up that large of a short?
Don't know. Don't have answers.
Yeah.
I mean, why did FTX go down? You know?
Right.
I mean, why did Luna crash? That was $10 billion.
Yeah.
It's not the worst thing's happened to
Thank you,
crypto
Eric.
in a weird way.
Yeah.
I've always wanted the Congressional Medal of Honor.
I'm
but
not saying
I'm not allowed
they're
to give
innocent
it to
either. I'm
myself,
just
and
saying
I wouldn't know why
that-
I'd be taking it, but
Yeah.
if they ever open up that law, I will be there with you someday. But you know, that's our highest honor, Congressional Medal of Honor, and that's a big thing. And
At least Trump
it's
doesn't
an
have a
honor to be
salary.
in the same room with you. Both. Very much,
That's true.
Eric. Thank you.
He does give it away.
Yeah.
And whenever he wins, beats CNN in a lawsuit, he gives away that money too.
What's up with several companies filing lawsuits over the tariffs? Like
250
Costco
years
is
a
suing
long
the
time
Trump
in the life of a
administration.
Doesn't
In
even
another
matter.
sense, it's really a mere moment
We'll never get a
in the
dollar.
eye
They're
of
stupid.
history.
Yeah.
Two of the gentlemen we met in the
It was just like
gallery
George
this
said
evening
today that
took
he's
their
like, well,
first
now
breaths
Trump's going to have to pay all that money
1 century
back.
ago.
No, he's not.
100
I'm like, what a
years
stupid
before
thing to
that,
say.
on July
Yeah.
4th, 1826.
I'm like, did you not
the
watch it in the
author of
news, George?
Declaration of Independence. Brilliant.
Come on,
Thomas
George.
Jefferson,
Yeah.
to his last breath. Just a single long human lifespan separates the giants who declared and won our independence from the heroes who stand among us tonight. Everything our nation has done, everything we have achieved, has been the work of those few great lifetimes. In those brief chapters, Americans built this nation from 13 humble colonies into the pinnacle of human civilization and human freedom, the strongest, wealthiest, most powerful, most successful nation in all of history. Americans ventured out across the daunting and dangerous continent. We carved paths through an unforgiving wilderness, settled a boundless frontier, and tamed the beautiful but very, very dangerous Wild West. From empty marshes and wide open plains, we raised up the world's greatest cities. Together, we mastered the world's mightiest industries, shattered history's monstrous tyrannies, and we liberated millions from the chains of fascism, communism, oppression, and terror. Americans lifted humanity into the skies on the wings of aluminum and steel, and then we launched mankind into the stars on rockets powered by sheer American will,
Someone's a good writer.
unyielding American pride. We wired the globe with our ingenuity. We captivated the planet with American culture. And now we are pioneering the next great American breakthroughs that will change the entire world. All of this and so much more is the enduring legacy, unmatched glory of the hardworking patriots who built and defended this country and who still carry the hopes and freedoms on all of humanity's backs. For years, they were forgotten, betrayed, and cast aside. But that great betrayal is over, and they will never be forgotten again. Because when the world needs courage, daring, vision, and inspiration, it is still turning to America. And when God needs a nation to work his miracles, he knows exactly who to ask. There is no challenge Americans cannot overcome, no frontier too vast for us to conquer, no dream too bold for us to chase. no horizon too
How do we know
distant for
that,
us to
Cisco?
claim.
Like, I
But
mean,
our
isn't it
destiny is
crazy, though?
written by
Like,
the hand
30
of
minutes
providence,
before? I mean,
and these first
I don't know.
250 years were just the beginning. From the rugged border towns of Texas to the heartland villages of Michigan, from the sun-kissed shores of Florida
Grok
to
says
the
so.
endless fields of the Dakotas, and from the historic streets of Philadelphia to right here in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., the golden age of America is upon us. The revolution
Let's
that began
go.
in
Let's get the golden age here.
1776 has not ended. It still continues because the flame of liberty and independence still burns in the heart of every American patriot. And our future will be bigger, better, brighter, bolder, and more glorious than ever before. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
Well, it wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be.
well, it started at 6.
That's true.
So, guys, just a tidbit of technical analysis, real quick. You know, I showed a couple things, like, you know, I interrupted the speech, you know, to do it. I showed the tweezer tops on Bitcoin on the 1 hour, but you know, right here on the 4 hour, there's another thing to take into consideration: the fact that we wicked exactly up to the level of the trend catcher here, and we rejected, and the 4 hour candle just closed right now at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, you know, the question is, like, do we go up a little bit from here and like create a tweezer top here on the 4 hour? I don't know. Also, with the 4 hour close, stochastic RSI on the 4 hour has come up to the dotted line. I don't know. Whichever way it goes, I don't think that we're going to significantly get above the level of the trend catcher, which is at 66.3. If we go up a little bit more, I think we leave tweezer tops up here on the 4 hour. So there you go. And then I think we're running down to break 60K. So, you know, yeah. Well, any closing thoughts?
I'm still watching this speech.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was
Oh, well, it's not really going. I was just seeing how many people I recognize. Like I saw Senator Kennedy there. Somebody got a selfie. There was and that's it. I was trying to see how many people I recognize. That's all.
For sure.
Well, my closing thoughts, Trent, is ETFs. What the heck happened to ETFs? Let me tell you something. What happened to ETFs, Trent? Bitcoin took in $178 million today. Fidelity Capital bought 82 of it. Arkham bought 71. Bitmine bought 3.5. HODL bought 12.8 for Bitcoin. Ethereum, Trent, took in only 9.2 million. Most of that was Grayscale. Guess what Grayscale does, Trent? They dump. They dump on your head. And so is Fidelity. Those are the people that have the most paper-handed handers out there. Then we have Solana. Solana took in 3.8, and XRP took in $3.04 million. So what do you think about that? Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
And we go over to market overview, Trent, and let's take a look at actually liquidations. Liquidation heat map. Whoa, bro. You seeing what I'm seeing? There's a lot of liquidity down there, man, at 62,000. They left a lot of money on the table, and there's not a lot above us right now in that 24-hour time frame. Kind of sketched me out, bro. Especially look at it, because when it cut through, it only cut. There was nothing there to cut through, and now I cutting through this, dude. There's like, why did it go up to take it? I don't know. It wanted it, I guess. We look over a larger time frame. We're a little about in the middle right now of like the liquidity. There was a, like we pointed out, gap right there at 62,000. There's also a little bit above us at 66.7. 66.7. And you guys are thinking, wow, can we just get back up to 66.7? Weren't you thinking the other day we're at 69 and you were going, wow, I hope we can get back to 71. Wow, you know, it's slowly bleeding down, guys. I mean, here, look back over here. You know, we were at 667, we dropped back down. You're like, let's get back up. Now you're back up, now it's back down. You were over here at 67.5 and you came back down. Now it's not getting back up.
Francisco, I don't know if I know what you mean. Are you saying that last night at 8 p.m. that, oh wait, Eastern time, you say?
Oh, you know what happened Eastern time last night, Trent?
No.
I don't know.
Oh, well, are you saying that at 8 p.m. Eastern time last night that we like went up and then now we're going down? I don't know if I get it. Help me out here, Cisco. Oh yeah, yesterday we dumped, today we pop. Oh yes. Got you. So that's 5 p.m. Pacific time. That's like an hour after the daily close. That might be a time of the day to start watching during for trading. So yeah,
4 hours still looks pretty good to me.
Does it?
Yeah.
I mean,
look, a double green dot, momentum still coming in. VWAP looks good. Stokes RSI and strength look good. I'm not saying it's a full-on break yet, but I think we could get a little higher, maybe 66.7.
yeah.
Maybe a little more. The 12-hour also looks pretty good, Trent. I would long the 12-hour on a double green dot like this. Last double green dot, we did get some momentum. I don't know where that one landed. That would not play out. No, this one feels pretty good. Like, it does feel a curvature coming up, and the VWAP looks pretty good. I mean, that's a pretty deep VWAP wave, and that's a decent amount of strength coming on that trigger. Daily time frame, we're also get a bullish div, swing down to swing up.
I will accept being poor before I buy Solana.
2 days not that great. 3 days not that great either. Though its average price is 64,700, so we do know we're slightly above that.
Yeah.
Man, Trent, I don't know what's going on with X.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm like, is it just bought it up, or is it just because they love us? I'd like to assume they just love us. We did get the 5-day close though today, Trent, which is kind of big. I really do like the 5-day candles. My biggest fear though about the 5-day, Trent,
21 crossing the 200.
Yeah, I don't like how we fell below the 200. I don't like that. We did get a double green dot, but Stokes and strength are still red. Money flow is still going down. VWAP is coming up, which makes me think there is some sort of rally coming up. Maybe in the course of like next 20 days, we could kind of trade sideways. Maybe we can come up to 72 before reaching the 48K level. Come up to the 200 rejection. Where do we reject to? That's the kind of question I'm thinking of.
I think we just had a death cross on the 3-day. No.
No.
Yeah.
Not really.
Yeah, the 200 or the 21 under the 200.
Yeah, but that was like, I mean, are you talking about like right here, or you want to talk about really when it first crossed? Because it first crossed.
You've got an impending one coming though.
Yeah.
That isn't your pink line the 50.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then it's about to.
Yeah.
It's about to death cross.
I thought the 21 crossing the 2 is the death cross.
No, it's the 50.
Well,
I mean, technically, a death cross is any lower time frame crossing under any higher time frame.
Well,
so,
like 5 days, look how far we are from the 50.
But,
it's interesting too, Trent. The last market, where we dropped, and I've talked about this several times. So I think that this candle right here, or this candle right here, is the one that we are at. And if you look at it, the 50 is so far away from the 200, and you go where we're at right now. They're so far away from the 200. Like as much as I want to say the market's going to be good, I think it's going to be sideways to downwards for like the next 6 months.
Yeah.
What do you think, Trent?
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
You want to agree with that?
Do I want to agree with that?
Yeah. What's Trent? Will you look at total 2 or total 3?
Sure.
Give us an overview. What's dominance doing? Is dominance crying yet?
No. Ah. So on the total 3, got some pain coming. Not as much as one might think, though. Well, that's on the 4-hour. Still, you know what? On the daily, the situation does not look as bleak as it could. You know, definitely, we're probably going to break underneath the lower support of these converging trend lines, right? But once we do, you know, the take profit number 2 down here on the total 3, which is, you know, everything except Bitcoin and Ethereum. Once it breaks that trend line, I mean, you have only a 7% drop. Well, let me just do it from where the price is at right now, or where the candle's at right now. Do it from up here. And I mean, you've got an 8% drop to the take profit 2. We're definitely going to go under that, right? Like,
I was kind of thinking
20%.
like, what is that? How much? What Billy is that, Trent? I can't see the numbers on the side. What Billy is that?
600.
I was thinking like 580.
Right. That's why I'm saying these take profits are gonna, you know, they're going to adjust lower if we break that number 2. So if we go to the weekly, see, we're still actually teetering right above the TP1 on the weekly, but the TP2 on the weekly is 477, and that would be a 30% drop for altcoins from here, which I think that probably makes a lot of sense. You know, for Cardano at 27 cents, like every 2 cent drop is 10%. So if you think about Cardano dropping another 6 cents, it would still actually hold right about 20 cents, 21 cents. And that, no pun intended, but that makes a lot of sense. Like that seems really rational. I mean, what about XRP? Do that math. Like every 13 cents is a 10% drop. So if XRP drops 30 cents, you're talking a 40 cent drop on XRP, and that would take it right around 90 cents, which actually, if you remember in 2021, this is just off the top of my head, like in 2021, XRP, like during the May crash in the middle of 2021, XRP like held 90 cents as very strong support. And so I don't know, I think it makes sense. If Bitcoin can hold like a higher number, like 48K or above.
Oh, we'd love to see that.
I think that if Bitcoin can hold like 48K or above as the bottom, I think that Cardano can hold 20 cents, and I think that XRP can hold 90 cents or so. And that's like that's really kind of rational if you think about it. But yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
About that time?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us for the State of the Union. Thank you, Francisco. Thank you, Vision Pulse Fatboy. Thank you, Banana Republic. I hate CCP. Thank you, Mr. Avamorino 86.
Hey, what's your name, by the way?
Whose name? Mine?
Yours. Yeah.
Oh, it's I am George. That's so funny. I laughed.
Hey, I changed it a couple times. First, I changed it to T Circle, and
You're funny. Thank you, Axe221, Mr. John, for coming on in here. Thank you, Chara, and I seen you, Krista. What's up, brother? Thank you, everybody, for coming on in. We'll be back tomorrow, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Be blessed. Brew Crew is out. Peace.